Augustin, oh man, 25 points, 5 of 7. More importantly, Kyle Lowry had a goose egg. He had a 0. Orlando shocks them. We thought Toronto would come out here and kill it. Did you learn anything from this Orlando or this Toronto team? Did you learn anything about them, or is this a fluke?
What I want to take away, Kyle Lowry, he had the goose egg. Orlando Magic's head coach came out and really praised Kyle Lowry, actually, which is, I mean, I guess maybe he's just getting in Kyle Lowry's head. Maybe he thinks he does suck, and he's like, oh, dude, yeah, that was actually a great game for him. He didn't give up negative points. But, I mean, Kyle Lowry did have 8 assists. He wasn't terrible. He didn't score, which is pretty bad. But
0 for 6 from 3 is not good.
The field, yeah, pretty bad. But
whoever you are, 0 from 6 from 3 is bad. It's just it can't happen.
I think Orlando was. I mean, they were closed the season pretty hot. They played a very good game. Their defense was kind of out there, and their bench is just so much worse than Toronto's. And they just kind of hung around.
Is it a little unfair that they have the blessing of Markelle Fultz on the bench not playing? Markelle Fultz gets 0 minutes. His team wins more than they lose. I mean, that's just facts. That is just statistical fact.
Markelle Fultz now has more wins than the Sixers process playoff team, and I think that's just incredible.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I was like, wait a second. No, yeah, that's true. He does.
Now one more playoff win than they do.
Yeah.
So I think that means Orlando won the trade.
Yeah, I think that means Orlando won the trade. I think just because I don't know. I really don't know what to say. I liked seeing Michael Carter-Williams. I thought Michael Carter-Williams. I love when random players that I forgot about just pop up. I was like, wait, he plays with the Magic since when?
The Magic team is the most weirdly assembled team. There's like, how about we just take a lot of bets that everyone had really high hopes for?
Yeah,
and it's kind of turned out not nearly as good.
It's like if 3 of them reach their potential, that's a good thing.
Maybe they play like good for what they could be. We'll be all right. And that's what they got. They got Aaron Gordon, DJ Augustine, Michael Carter-Williams. He didn't play, but they got Timothy Mozgov.
Yeah.
Mo Bamba sitting on the bench.
Yeah. They're like, we have the highest ceiling of any bench.
Not the highest ceiling out of any NBA team. If they all
out of any
ceiling, they're going to win.
Yeah. I love seeing Michael Carter-Williams play because he's the only professional player where I know I am better at finishing near the rim than him. It's not just that. It's like I know I am. He blows every layup. It's incredible.
You know what? The one thing I loved about Michael Carter-Williams in this game, besides the fact that I'm like, oh, he's on Orlando, was him getting like the foul. He didn't get the foul call, but it was late, like 3 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah.
He got just punched in the nose.
Yeah.
Completely missed foul. His nose is just bloodied, and he's acting like the ref just punched him in the face.
Yeah, it was funny.
He yelled at the ref like, how could you miss this? And then 2 minutes later after the commercial, he's just kind of smiling on the bench with his stupid nose plugs in because his nose probably won't stop bleeding.
I liked how he was clearly like, I got to show some fire. Like he's in that role where he's like, I just have to be the person that brings the fire or else I'm just going to get cut. Like my play is not going to do it, so I got to show emotion.
I just got to get by based on my ceiling alone.
Yeah. Okay, so Orlando gets home court advantage.
Yeah, I guess.
Should Toronto be worried, or are you just waiting for Toronto to take over?
They don't have home court advantage yet. It's even now. It's just 3-3.
Yeah, but they can win all their home games. That's what home court. If they win all their home games, they win. That's what the home court advantage is.
Right. That's right. I see what you're saying now.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Well, I guess they would have the home court advantage because there wouldn't be a Game 7. Yeah. What was your last question? What was your question?
Do you see Toronto coming back? Do you see them just –
Yeah, I do. They're still the better team. Kyle Lowry didn't have many points. Kawhi looks good.
Kawhi looked good. He looked all right. He didn't look –
He had a very good fourth quarter.
Yeah, but he didn't look – oh, this guy's leading this team to the finals. Good.
I agree. I just think if he was in the right system with like the right coach, he could be like an NBA Finals MVP.
Yep, I agree with that statement.
It's just a shame that he has to be in what used to be Lebronto, which is now Torlando.
Yeah. Well, I think his uncle could get him out of there.
Yeah, we should ask his uncle if he's ever
ask his uncle.
had any interactions with an NBA organization before. Then he could definitely try and get out of there.
All right. Yeah. Well, so that's that.
I have a funny thing I noticed. So I should have known. I actually do believe Orlando is going to win the series now, just based on this weird tweet I saw alone. Has nothing to do with the game.
Okay.
But have you ever heard of a cassowary bird?
No.
Okay, so this cassowary bird, go look it up right now. This cassowary bird, it can grow up to either Muggsy Bogues.
Oh shit! I've seen these. You know what? Where I saw this from actually?
Where'd you see it from?
This was in Guinness Book of World Records. I think 3rd grade year. It was in there as the most dangerous. It was like whatever like a bird is like it's not predator, but it's like most dangerous poultry. I guess it's most dangerous like of the bird species.
I believe they call it the most dangerous bird.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's very like dangerous in Australia. I actually don't know how dangerous it is. It's just like it could be very dangerous.
Apparently, the reason why it's really dangerous is it's just super aggressive. Like if you get anywhere near it, it's like a hippos. Like hippos like kill everyone because like if they think you're even remotely within their land, they're just like I'm gonna murder you. Like I will fuck you up.
Matt, that was a very nice thing of you, like to give me all this, but I was going to give you guys the lecture.
Okay,
I was all ready for this, and you're taking away from my spotlight.
I'm sorry. This is you.
All right, so let me start with a tweet.
Uh-huh.
So there's a man in Florida. He collects. He has all these crazy exotic animals, and he breeds them. He is 75 years old, and he fell off his balcony into, I guess, his cassowary enclosure, and the cassowary just killed him.
Yeah.
He tried to fight back. The cassowary just slashed his open. The cassowary bird, it has 5-inch nails. It's supposed to be like a dinosaur. It's basically a real life dinosaur. It can grow up to be either 5'6" to 6'6" height, which is I'm taking this tweet from someone. I don't know who said it, but it was hysterical. It can be either Muggsy Bogues height or Brittany Griner height. It's
taller than Muggsy Bogues.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, Muggsy Bogues was 5'3".
So anyway, this happened in Florida. I'm like, this is a bad omen. This is like a dinosaur. He just tried to kill Florida. And then Florida's like, all right, we got to answer back. Magic, we're going to war. We're going to war. We're going to go beat the Raptors. We're doing this for this old man. No dinosaurs are beating us this year.
I see. I see what you're saying. Yep, raptor. Yeah, because it's basically like a feathered raptor.
It's a dinosaur versus a man in Florida.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, moral of the story: birds are scary. Trae Young's right.
Ooh.
Birds are terrifying.
Also, the other thing is, if you get an animal that's known as one of the most dangerous of its specific thing, don't get that fucking animal. like don't get it. Choose like a crow or something. I don't know.
The thing is, I think birds are so much scarier than like a hippo because they just like creep me out. The way they look, they're just they freak me out.
Hippos are like, yeah, I'm gonna eat you now. Like,
I think it's the fact that they just have wings. I know they can't. This bird can't even fly, but the fact that it has wings,
intimidation.
What if it evolves? What if it finds a way to fly? I'm fucked. It could take over the world, and I'd be done.
Yeah.
I would never survive in a world that was just.
Oh my gosh! Like, could you even imagine how? Like, I know it's. Could you even imagine if like it wasn't civilized? Like if you were going somewhere, you had to go through like a forest and like you could run across like an alligator or something. I would be fucked. I would be absolutely fucked if there were no like civilized like industrialized roads where like we don't have to worry about animals because no animals can live here, and if they do, we just shoot them. Like,
thank God we are just way smarter than them.
Yeah. It's not even close.
We really lucked out on the evolution.
All right, so let's see. Let's talk about. Do you care what we talk about? You said you don't really.
No. Whatever games.
Okay, let's talk about Bucks Detroit because I think this was the only game where I was like, oh yeah, that's how that game should have gone.
Yeah, I just want to say thank God this was during Game of Thrones because this game went as well for Minnesota as it could have went. This is what the Night King's going to do when he walks into Westeros. He's just going to slaughter everyone. Mm-hmm. Detroit is Westeros. Minnesota's the Night King. That's what's going to happen.
I understand those references.
For people that don't, sorry.
So I thought the interesting thing you brought up.
I did want to say, thank God this game was during Game of Thrones. That way, no one had to watch this awful, awful game.
I watched part of it. It was one of those things where it's like, this is what it reminded me of. I remember we were in wrestling practice when I was in middle school, and we had the thing where it was like King of the Hill type thing where you would wrestle just like a quick round. And like if you won, you stayed in. If you didn't, you like went back to the line. And at one point, the like real like that 1 8th grader that's ripped that you're like, are you on steroids? Like you're not sure about. Like got matched up with some 5th grader that just like shouldn't have been in there. And it was like, man, I know you're trying your hardest, but it's like you shouldn't be there. Like this isn't for you. That's what I felt about watching Detroit. I was like, you guys are trying your hardest. I love the effort, but it's like, oh, this just isn't your scene. Like just roll over.
Maybe in a few years you'll be there, kid.
Yeah. That's what it was like. It's like you can make some moves. I see some things I like. Like he's just like, you tried to do a 2-leg takedown. That was great. It's not going to work.
It's cute and all.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Giannis is incredible. Giannis is so good.
Yeah, he's pretty good at basketball. I'd agree with that.
He's so good. I will say this for sure. He is the MVP over James Harden without a doubt. If James Harden wins it, it's a travesty.
I got do you have anything else you want to add about this game? I have some like statistics to throw in there.
Just Andre Drummond being minus 45. I think Andre Drummond is a minus player. People don't talk about this. I think he's a minus player.
He has the record now for like the worst
plus minus.
It's either in a playoff game or
I think it's a playoff game because I think I remember. Well, I don't know. I think I've seen minus 4. I think LeBron's had a minus 40 before.
Yikes. Anyway, also if the Pistons get swept, they will have the longest playoff losing streak of all time.
How long is their losing streak?
By the Knicks with 13.
Of course, it's owned by the Knicks.
I know the Knicks are terrible. Also, we should just to make this fun, just let Kemba be here because Kemba deserves it. Just either take the Hornets.
I really like that. I really like it.
Here on Detroit,
they should swap around like one game. Like so, one game Kemba should be on the team. Who else? Like maybe one game De'Aaron Fox or Buddy Hield's on the team.
I was just saying more of Kemba should be there because they're there last. They're one game away. One game back.
I like this idea though. This is a great idea. All the players that miss the playoffs that you just want to see in the playoffs, like who would it be?
Trae Young.
Yeah, but Trae Young's young.
Exactly. Yeah, his last name is Young.
But I'm saying he's young. He's going to get there. Like I could very well see in the next 5 years him going to what 2 playoffs. I know you're going to say 5.
He'll be in the playoffs for the rest of his career, but yeah, whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he's going to be in it. The guy like Kemba, John Wall, or Bradley Beal, one of those guys should just give him a game.
I would like to see Carmelo in the playoffs.
I want it. I saw Carmelo in the playoffs when I was watching the Thunder last year, and I'm still trying to recover from it.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to see him all year. I was waiting for him. He's the most he's the best U.S. Olympic basketball athlete of all time. Too bad
he didn't join the Lakers. Oh, wait, they didn't make it either. All right.
He wasn't going to join that trash franchise.
Let's move on to –
and tarnish the Carmelo name? Are you kidding me, man?
Yeah.
Why would we even give him that part?
How funny would it have been to see him like be a backup behind like KCP and Lance Stevenson?
It wouldn't be funny. I don't know why you're talking about it, Noah.
All right, let's talk about Denver and versus the Spurs. Nuggets versus the Spurs. This Nuggets team, I think the Spurs are the worst draw they could have had because this is basically saying a team with no playoff experience or very little of it versus the most experienced playoff team. I mean, this is Pop's like feeding ground where he's like, we're underrated, but it doesn't matter because we have players that can do things. And also I'm Pop. I've been in the playoffs for 22 years. Also, while we're on it, let's give a shout out to Pop for becoming the most winning coach of all time with playoffs and regular season combined. He just passed Lenny Wilkens. Lenny Wilkens did it in 33 years. I believe Pop did it in 25.
Damn.
So look at Pop.
It's not bad.
Yeah, he's incredible.
I think Pop's